Namaste to all of you. We are very happy to be supporting and facilitating the state government in organizing a workshop to enable all the stakeholders to understand various elements of the 5G technology which has been recently launched. Honorable Prime Minister launched the 5G services in the country on October 1st at the India Mobile Congress in Pragati Maidan this year. So it is expected that the 5G rollout would happen gradually, and it has already commenced in about 8 cities, and it's expected to cover the entire urban and the other important locations across the country by end of 2023. The 5G technology is different from the earlier 4G technology because of the different features that come along with 5G. The three important dimensions that differentiate 5G from 4G is number one, latency. I think it promises much lower levels of latency, enabling critical use cases to ride on 5G networks. The 5G reliability is also significantly higher, enabling it to be used for certain mission critical applications. Similarly, I think it supports a much higher broadband throughput, up to nearly about 1 Gbps per user, therefore enabling certain use cases which would not have been possible earlier even for a retail customer as well as for enterprise use cases. High quality of video would be supported. Use cases such as holographic communications, digital twins, etc. could be possible. Similarly, I think the technology also promises to have certain features like network slicing, which enables the network to provide virtual slices of the network to various users in a very secure manner. Therefore, the Department of Telecommunication has actively collaborated with various central ministries and the state governments in enabling the rollout of use cases across various sectors and various enterprises as well as in various settings of the government, be it central public sector undertakings or state public sector undertakings or state government departments, as the case may be. As far as the government is concerned, technology promises to be a very important input in improving the quality of governance. From that perspective, the 5G technology can enable a number of use cases within the government, enabling higher consumer safety, greater security within cities, and also provide high quality of services, especially e-governance services for people sitting in their homes. Let me explain a few use cases which are already tested and trialed by many of our telecom operators, which I am sure that the state governments will find very interesting and useful from a perspective of improving the quality of governance. Education is a very important sector. The possibility of 5G quality connectivity to classrooms enables the use of virtual reality, extended reality technologies to enable better learning and learning outcomes for students. So I'm sure that as the networks get rolled out to various cities, towns, and villages, the number of smart classrooms within the country can go up, enabling children to learn through 3D visualization and through experience through technology such as HoloLens. Recently in the India Mobile Congress, we came across a startup which called Tech XR, which is providing a simple teaching tool for 3D visualization for students in a classroom without the use of a HoloLens or a special lens for providing this extended reality experience. So I would also say that these kind of use cases throw up opportunities for startups to innovate and to provide differentiated services to various state government departments as well as to private enterprises. Another example which I would like to give here is, say, of telemedicine, for instance. Sitting in a village or in a tier 2 or tier 3 town, one would be able to access high quality specialist services from doctors sitting in an urban hospital through the provision of a high quality video carrying images of diagnostics tools such as X-rays or scans and so on and so forth, enabling higher quality of telemedicine, I think higher accuracy in telemedicine and so on and so forth, as well as use of artificial intelligence on the various diagnostics tests, enabling doctors to provide very precise diagnostic and prescriptions. Similarly, let us take the case of smart cities. Today, the Government of India, through the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, has rolled out smart city technologies in about 100 cities. So it is possible that use of 5G technologies can enable streaming of high quality videos to the city control center, thereby enabling a variety of use cases which hitherto would not have been possible. Like for instance, the other day, I think one of the telecom service providers demonstrated how use of artificial intelligence on high quality video streams, which are available from the street corner video cams, can enable identification of a robbery or a crime happening on the street at any time of the day, and enable automated alerts to the police officers through the use of video and image processing technologies. Similarly, I think it would also be possible to precisely capture the occupants of a vehicle which transgresses in the form of a red light, or probably causes an accident, or is part of a crime, and so on and so forth. So the higher quality of the network would therefore enable very speedy alerts ahead of time, enabling the law enforcement agencies to act very swiftly. Similarly, I think the quality of network feeds would also ensure that the safety of the citizens at large in the city go up very significantly. I would therefore entreat and exhort all the state government departments and the state public sector undertakings to launch pilot projects to actually test these use cases in various settings, to enabling you to take a decision as to whether it makes sense in terms of, say, benefits or in the terms of lower costs of operation through use of these technologies. So therefore, the first starting point would be to launch various pilots in any of these sectors. It could be for the case of a water project or a sewerage project. It could be a smart classroom project. It could be smart city projects, or whatever the case may be in any of these places where 5G networks are available. So I would therefore offer the support of and facilitation of the Government of India in the Department of Telecommunications and any of its organizations, including the Center for Development of Telematics, CDOT, and other organizations in this regard. Similarly, I think what the Government of India has done is to put in place a 5G use cases interministerial committee covering all the central ministries. So we have requested all the Government of India departments, and at least 12 to 13 ministries are in the process of putting in place test beds to evaluate 5G technology in various use cases, be it the Ministry of Mines, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Ministry of Defense, and there are many other ministries which are actively evaluating the use cases. So we would request the state government departments also to come forward, and we'll be very happy to facilitate the same. The local officers of the Department of Telecommunications in the LSAs, as well as BSNL and the private sector providers, including Jio, Airtel, and Vodafone, etc., would be very happy to lend you the support in this regard. With these few words, I once again congratulate the state government in taking this big step forward. We are there with you, and look forward to active collaboration and engagement with you to enable use of technology to promote higher quality of governance in this country, and also the higher quality of life for citizens of India. Jai Hind.